sarcasm. I was just trying to find a way for it to be
The segue.
Lanier and Park Crossing Thunderbirds. This is a varsity softball game in Alabama,
Wow.
where the final score of the game was 46 runs
On
to
20
45 runs.
on 20 total hits.
There
Okay.
were only 20 hits in this game.
Look at this. Through 2 innings,
Yeah.
it was 18-5. Should we have mercy
Right.
ruled?
mean,
According to you, yes.
According to you, that game's
According to you,
over.
that game is done. And then they come in the 4th inning and score 12 runs.
Yeah.
through 3
But
innings.
Drake Toll would have had this game over after 2 innings.
Drake Toll would have been home in bed before this game was over.
This is the worst box score I have ever seen in my life. This box score
One girl.
sucks.
There's 14
Jordan.
errors.
True.
There's 14 errors.
14 combined. One girl, M. Jordan,
14
the third baseman for Lanier, walked 7 times.
Wow.
She walked
Michael Jordan was playing in this game.
7 times.
And just got walked 7 times.
M.
5
Jordan,
hits?
the third
Wait,
baseman.
is that 5 hits?
Lanier
They
had 5 hits.
5 hits, 45 runs.
45 runs.
They need to reevaluate
6
the field.
errors. They had more errors than hits and scored 45 runs.
Oh my
45
gosh.
runs off 5 hits.
Fire both coaching staffs. Get them out of here.
I hope you had the over.
Get them out of here. Death penalty to both programs.
This is a 91 run.
And then have them think about it, come back, field a new team next
It is
year.
a 91-run game. So
Why is Michael Jordan in this game?
one of the things
M.
that-
Jordan's at third base.
Yeah,
this
he
happened-
walked 7 times.
this is a Monday. In case you got a case of the Mondays, imagine being the umpire.
That looks good for those stats.
Imagine being the umpire. You had the worst
You know
night.
what's even better?
What is even better?
2 at-bats.
No.
4 runs.
What's even better is that
7 walks.
Lanier never changed pitchers the whole
Right.
game.
They made her suffer 23 walks.
She gave up 46. Her ERA next game is like
ERA is
1,000.
Do you know what's worse than that? You know what's worse than that?
She had 23 walks, 4 strikeouts.
Park
on the
Crossing
show.
starts Caitlin Kirk. Caitlin Kirk goes 4 2/3 innings. And at that point, they're like, all right, Carly Meeks, you're coming into pitch because Caitlin has allowed 19 runs and walked 26 players.
Oh my gosh.
Carly's in the game for 1 2/3 innings, and they go back to Caitlin.
Oh my God, you're right.
Can they
They
do
go
that?
back. You can go
Can
back
they
to
do
another
that?
pitcher. Earlier in the game, she allowed 19 runs and walked 26 players. So they bring in a replacement for her, like, hey, you take a breather, but only for 1 2/3 innings, and then they force her to go back out there.
Dude, this is garbage. What do you think that mound visit was like? Hey, how you feeling out there? Well, they scored
great.
18 runs, so not that good, coach. Okay, we'll bring in Meeks. Meeks.
Yeah, I
And then
get
she's
it.
getting shelved, and they say, "Hey, you want to come back?" She's like, "No, I was getting freaking rocked
coach,
out there.
please,
I don't want to
no."
go back."
65 combined walks compared to 11 strikeouts.
Yeah.
Did they have no outfielders?
Okay.
Did they just say no outfield? Everybody just play infield and just.
They had
Jay Young's
an automatic 65
ERA
base
for the
runners.
game was 48.3.
How close were these fences?
48.3 ERA per one
Jay
game.
Young, yeah.
And she pitched a complete game. Wait a second. No, she didn't.
Yes, you did.
She pitched 6 1/3.
She only picked 6 in the 3rd, yeah.
Wait,
I know
how-
exactly where that third came from. I know exactly where it came from. She threw a strikeout and the ball got away from the catcher. Oh, God, no. She threw. Oh, no.
Can we watch this game? Is that possible?
Oh, no. Jay Young threw 245 pitches.
I love that.
83 of which were strikes. 83 were strikes.
That's 83.
Holy
that's
cow.
83 more strikes than we all threw yesterday.
Oh.
Hey, K. Kirk, ERA of 54.
Wow.
No way.
I just can't get over the fact that M. Jordan's at third base.
What about Meeks? Meeks was in for 1 2/3 innings and allowed 13 runs.
That's bad.
The math on
I got-
that's
hold on,
gonna
I
be
gotta do
bad.
this.
Yeah. it's
This
gonna be-
box score sucks.
Look how many hit by pitches there are. 1, 3, 5, 6, 9, 12.
ERA of
Has this gone
70,
viral?
70.2 ERA.
Oh, God.
How are not people? How is Barstool not got a hold of
That's
that? yet?
rough.
16 hit
They
batters.
might.
They might. I mean, like
This has been on the
national Barstool.
There are 16 hit batters for one team. How do you peg? And the umpires
16
You can't throw the pitcher
understand.
out of the game.
How?
Like you're targeting people at that point if you're hitting 16 people.
I would pay so much money to watch this game live.
One girl got 4 stolen bases.
They scored more points. Both teams did. I think more than Baylor football scored all of last season.
Yeah, probably.
And that's not a knock on Baylor football. That's hats
truth.
off to this program. Both Park Crossing and the Thunderbirds. I can't even read this. I don't even know who is playing, but both
Lanier and
teams
Park
should get just disbanded.
From an umpire's standpoint, all right, for top of the first, it's 4 runs. Like, gosh, this is going to be a long game. Bottom of the first, 11 runs. This is not good. We're through 1 inning.
is
Here's
trash.
where things clean up, though. Now it's in the second. Yeah, there's an 8. Oh, you want to know what's crazy?
Yes.
There,
Tell us.
hey, listen to this. There's an 8-run mercy rule in softball. So Park Crossing,
It stayed that
multiple times in this game, came up down by more than 8, having to fend off Lanier. And rather than just fending them off, they scored 10 runs.
Oh my gosh.
So you're an umpire. You get out of the 3rd inning, right? And you're like, oh, sweet. The team's only scored 4 combined right there. Like, I'm home free. Then Lanier, at this point, the score is 20-7, right?
Okay.
And you're like, all right, that's fine. Lanier puts up a 12 spot. So now it's 20-19. What a rally. What an inning for them.
I mean, Drake,
Jeez.
you're arguing against the mercy rule right now.
Then it's 22-19, right? And you're like, all right.
Thank you.
Then it's 30-22. At this point, there's a mercy rule in effect. If Park Crossing doesn't score, they put up a 10 spot. They put up a 10 spot.
Was there ever a 0? Like, did
Talk
anyone?
about rally caps.
Then Lanier puts up 11. And at that point, there's a mercy rule in effect again. Put up a 10 spot. Lanier comes up, scores 7. Park Crossing's down by 3 in the last inning. What do you say if you're the coach? Bottom of the 7th.
The coach is probably just hammered at this point. Yeah. Both coaches are just going shot for shot.
They have no jobs.
Yeah, 45
job-
shots.
your
to
job's
46
gone.
shots.
These coaches are both belligerent right now.
It's
Yeah,
the bottom of the
as it should
7th.
be.
We're down 45-42. We got to go out there. We got to put up 4 right here.
Wait, they only played 7 innings, right?
They played 7 innings.
Oh my gosh, I would have.
I know what happened. So they got 1 run. Jay Young got 1 run in the bottom of the 7th, and before they could get a second run, there were 4 runs across for Park Crossing, who is by far the better team. Park Crossing's going to the playoffs.
Really?
Yeah.
With those ERAs?
Yeah.
Not very long.
That's not daunting. Well, imagine if they win a state title. This girl threw 245 pitches. She didn't come out.
Hell of an arm.
She threw 245 pitches.
Terminator.
83 strikes.
245.
You can do that in softball, though, right? You
Yeah.
just freaking just keep wheeling and dealing underhand, right?
like my arm would
you
still
just
get
go.
tired.
There's no Tommy John in
Oh
softball.
my God.
Are
K
breaking.
Meeks hit.
245.
K Meeks hit 7 batters alone. Just
Heck
her
yeah,
alone.
okay.
One
She
inning?
hit. No. Oh God. Jay Young hit 16 batters. One pitcher hit 16 players with a softball in the box.
How is there not a fight?
I
She
said it-
faced 74
maybe there-
batters.
Again, I'd love to see this game.
I would love to see this game, too. I want to have the coach on.
Can we
She
get this
faced
game?
That was
74
craziness.
batters. That's a real thing. That's a real thing.
I love our comments are just also not at all interested in what we're talking about.
No, but
which
that-
kind of hurts
but
my
I-
feelings.
but I'm very interested.
I am enthralled right now.
Yeah.
Wow. Kay Kirk, when she came back in, she faced 59 batters. Kay Meeks, in an inning and 2/3, faced 22.
Dude, this is a made up box score.
This is a
I
matrix.
feel like someone just went on their keyboard and just started hitting numbers.
Game got postponed, but they couldn't postpone because the league would have had to disband. So they said, all right, let's put together a game for the books.
Yeah.
Had to have been there to see it. Nobody else was around. But they said, hey, you see that box score? Yeah, they're talking about an up tempo.
Yeah.
Clearly a
we
big
just
game.
saved the
They're the
Alabama
real
league.
winners. here.
Advertising, yeah. I mean, we're talking about it.
Holy cow.
Jay Young put up 23 walks. She only walked 23 in 6 1/3. Hats off to her.
Semi-impressive.
Player of the
What?
game. Player of the game. She struck out 4 too. The fact she struck out 4 players.
And walked 25.
Whoever hit 16 batters, that's my player of the game.
Also the fact that
caller.
this girl, 0 at bats, 7 runs, 5 walks, 1
She's a
RBI.
pinch hitter.
Her on-base
1
percentage
RBI.
is so
no,
high.
she's the starting third baseman for Park Crossing. She had 0 at bats.
This M. Jordan-
7 runs.
How'd she have 7 runs?
So the walks don't count as at bats
Oh, I see. I didn't know that.
or hit by pitches. She got hit by 2 pitches and walked 5 times. That was her stat line.
Oh my gosh.
She did not even have a chance to touch the softball 1 time. You're fired. Everyone's fired. The umpires are fired.
Yeah.
The administration's fired.
These
the
kids are
principal.
expelled.
Oh,
Yeah,
100%.
These kids should never be allowed to play softball.
There's not one collegiate player. There's no way a single one of these girls plays college softball anywhere.
Just hand grenade to
With
the school.
these ERAs?
Listen, this
Not
girl
the actual-
moved
not with people
positions.
inside, just like the school,
The school
itself should be
itself,
disbanded.
right.
Kay Kirk, the leadoff hitter for Park Crossing, changed positions 4 times in the game.
Versatile. That's what I hear.
This is
4
dark.
times.
This whole thing is dark.
She was the second baseman, pitcher, right fielder, and left fielder for the game.
Yeah, this is a 30 for 30
This is absolutely a 30 for 30.
or
I would
45
watch
46.
this.
So that's today's viral thing that Drake found on Twitter that he
I love it.
just was bonkers.
Dude, I'll clap it up for that.
Yeah.
I'll clap it up for freaking no defense.
That's my kind of game. No defense.
No
Most
one
of
on
these
park.
runs.
It lasted over 5 hours. Naturally, I mean, it had to, and it has gone semi-viral on Twitter. It will only continue to go more viral. One can imagine.
It must have just been batting practice. They're
Yeah.
just teeing off.
I want to know. I want to know what time they started the game too.
Holy cow.
An 8 p.m. start.
Yeah.
That'd be tough.
It had to be. I mean,
That would be tough.
Just as an umpire, you only get paid like what, $40 for this, and you're there for 5 hours. This was like a 5-hour game.
That's gross. Absolutely disgusting.
But do you do it to say that you did it? Do you do it to say you were there?
I mean, you don't walk off.
Do you think they played music in the background? Do you think that like in the at some point, like were there parents that stayed the whole game?
Had
they
to
should
been,
have.
Yeah.
I don't think you leave
I'm
that
just glad
game.
the game went
How do
full
you leave
7
it?
innings.
One time-
and there was
Yeah,
no
I think
mercy.
Mercer was
I'll
the
tell
real
you,
deal.
one time in high school, I was doing music for a baseball game and went 21 innings.
Really?
Wow.
Absolutely.
That's dark.
Did you just like
Just
run
no
out of
one
music?
scored in extras?
No, I was just pulling music out of the woodworks and people were standing up singing along like Sweet Caroline, you know.
Oh, so you're
Had to-
playing vibes.
I had to keep the people into it, you know, because
14th inning
it was getting like midnight.
No way.
That's a
Yeah,
great
this
Bear
was one
Games
of
question.
my best high school memories, honestly. So I'm just
Holy
DJing,
cow.
the crowd's rocking, and I'm like, I got to keep these people.
How big were
Sounds
the
like 8
crowds?
Huh?
Sounds like 8 miles.
Sounds like 8 Mile.
How big were the crowds?
I have no idea.
A couple hundred?
Yeah.
A couple hundred.
Couple hundo? Oh,
Not huge.
Highland Park,
Highland Park,
right?
yeah.
Highland Park baseball. That's a good, pretty good baseball team.
Pretty good baseball team, yeah.
Really? Who are they playing?
All right.
I don't remember. Possibly Jesuit.
Wow. We got a big one going on.
That's a big
going
rivalry.
down.
Tell
Yeah,
you what,
got a big
dude.
one going down.
Screw
21
Jesuit.
in, who won?
Highland Park.
Highland
in this
Park
thing.
won.
Highland Park won.
It was
Huge.
legendary.
Did that place go nuts?
Oh, it went so nuts.
The walk-off, too, because it was at
Yeah.
home.
Yeah.
Was there a
Wow.
walk-off home run?
Was there ever a moment?
And no, but it was like a walk off. I think it was like on an error, honestly.
Was there ever a moment where the opposing team went up in the top half of the inning?
Yeah.
No.
Wow. Really?
Yeah, they went up and then they had to match them. It was an intense game.
That's spectacular.
Sounds